we are on reading 26. And the last time we read, it appeared that Wolf was running from a fire. And so there were a lot of mysterious things in the last chapter. It seemed like it was going to rain, but never did rain come. It seemed like he was heading for mountains, but we never got to those mountains. So we're not sure. We're going to find out some things. And so here's what Growl was saying regarding the fire that made him get his limp. Seek water, Growl said. It's my only chance. I run, not sprint, but gallop. This will be the test of me. It will take every scrap of strength I've gathered in this long moon cycle of traveling. I lope steadily, keeping my eyes on the ground. I cannot afford to stumble. I imagine my pack running alongside me, warm and wag, pounce and sharp. Mother would lead the way with song, and Father would run rear guard with Growl. I can almost feel them brush up against my shoulders and nip at my tail. Never give up, they say to me. You are the fastest of us all. I will follow you anywhere. Carry on, carry on, carry on. The roar of the fire grows. A bitter smell billows around me. The wind that pushes the fire pushes the smoke ahead of it. The hills grow larger on the horizon. Two of the shimmering green birds zip past me. They hover for a moment and rest on my shoulders. They weigh nothing at all, but I can feel the flutter of their tiny hearts. Gives me courage. A few moments of rest and they are on their way, two green streaks of lightning. I march their paths and follow it. The smoke turns the sun amber and then red and then earth brown. The bitter smell of it clings to my fur and scalds my throat. Birds crowd the sky ahead of the fire, crows and songbirds, eagles and cranes. They fly low and I follow them. My nose and ears tell me the fire is closer. I blink stinging grit out of my eyes and keep running. The blackhorn deer appears out of the smoke beside me. Their long tan and white necks stretched forward as they run. Tiny gray horses with their big ears twitching in panic appear like ghosts on my other side. They run in a pack. Yesterday they would be food, but today I wish them life. I feel the ground rise, and through the haze of smoke I see shrubs and a few thin-trunked alders and aspens. They are the first taste of bigger things to come. I press on, breathing hard. Jackrabbits and coyotes run side by side like packmates. The smoke confuses my smell. The roar of fire drowns out everything I might hear. The fire leaps ahead of me on one side. It crackles through the grass. It hunts the juniper trees, climbing up them with a great whoosh and a bang of the trunk pops open and a shower of sparks rain down. The air shimmers with heat and I swerve away from the flames as I climb into the hills. The pale trunks of alder and birch appear in the smoky twilight. They are streamside trees. I can only trust that they are marking a path to water. Rising ground slows me down, but the fire does not mind a slope. It picks up the pace. I bite back panic and run flat out, ears back and heart pounding. There must be water somewhere. The roar of the fire is all around me, and I hear the snap and boom of burning trunks and crackle and hiss of burning needles. Fire leaps from one tree to the next, raining down sparks and flaming branches. I dodge away. Another burning branch flies through the air and lands on my path. I dodge again. Flames light up the smoke-darkened sky and cast flickering shadows. My shoulder begins to ache as the land rises more steeply. There is a ridgeline ahead. I make for it, hoping Growl was right. Sparks eat into my fur like biting flies. A rabbit running beside me stumbles and rolls, ears over tail to a stop. I do not stop, but I hear him scream. Runners around me stumble. I fight to keep my feet. So the summer with all the fires on the West Coast, I mean, this has got to be much like the scene, that all those animals had to face, and people as well. The wind lifts burning weeds and grass and branches, swirling into the air. They form a great spinning plume of fire, taller than trees, taller than clouds. It sweeps across my path. I duck away and it swirls toward me again, cutting off my escape. It lights the grass as it goes, putting me in the center of a circle of fire. I skid to a stop. Heat presses me on all sides. My nose and lips blister and crack, and everywhere I turn there's no escape. My throat is too dry for a howl, too dry even for a whimper. Carry on. My father's voice is in the beating of my heart. I'm desperate to go, but which way? I turn and turn again. I cannot see beyond the flames. Carry on. I will not bow down to this fire. I cannot. Even as the unburned circle of grass where I stand grows smaller, I squeeze my eyes shut against the wind. The ground under my feet slopes down. Water will flow down. I turn to the downhill side of the ring. Eyes still closed, I gather myself for a great spring. I burst through the swirling circle of fire and I hit the ground on a downhill slope. I roll over and over into the dirt until the smell of burning fur is gone. I spring to my feet and run. The fire is on my heels, scorching my paws. Fire is above my head, singeing my fur. Burning branches topple and light up more trees. The ground gets steeper and I pour on the speed. Carry on, carry on. I promise it to my father, my pack, myself. Above the tornado of fire, I cannot hear or see or smell water, but it must be there at the bottom of the ravine. I press forward, stumble, roll to my feet, and run again. And there it is, not just a stream, but a river. A river I fall in. Ah, sweet relief. I duck all the way under, killing every spark in my fur. Cooling, soothing, saving water at last. I swim downstream around a bend to a wider spot in the river with a broad, sandy bank on one side and bare rocks on the other. We stand in the water together, coyotes, deer, rabbits, and though I am hungry, I cannot stir the desire to hunt. Fire rages up the water's edge. Burning trees crack, pop, and topple into the river with great hisses of steam. The heat is blistering. I duck in up to my shoulders. The river runs fast and cold and true. I have never been so grateful for water. Wow. Let's end there. That's the end of exciting reading number 26. So get your Google Doc and fill in the summary along with your beautiful questions, predictions, and feelings and thoughts.